Hello and welcome to my Pyramid Plunder Guide. You could get a anti-poison totem, but it's not really worth it. You're definitely going to need a Pharaoh Scepter to make the XP a lot quicker and a lot more efficient. At 91 Thieving, you have like a 1 out of 500 chance to get a Scepter of the Gods, which has 10 charges unlike 3, but if you do the Desert hard tasks, it'll double the charges. So you'll have 20 on the Scepter of the Gods and 6 on the Pharaoh Scepter. Now, to recharge these, you can just use the stuff that you get through a run, or you can buy them. Jeweled statues are the best, as it requires just a lot less. I would use a hair clip if you can actually use them. You need to do King's Ransom, or you can just use a lockpick, either one. I don't think a lockpick and break. I've never used one because I've done King's Ransom a very long time ago. But you're going to want one of those because it helps out. Now, I would recommend doing this with a partner as it is a lot quicker. And the reason why you want the scepters is because they can teleport you right there. I'd advise a high population world as you can find a partner or just someone that's randomly doing it. Now, I did go to World 48, which is a 2400 plus world. And you'll usually find someone there in the day or at night. Just wait a little bit. It'll pay off to wait for someone to see if anyone's actually there. Now, this person, he didn't really know how to duo Pyramid Plunder, it seemed, because he kept following me, and if I entered a room, he wouldn't enter it afterwards. Now, when you duo Pyramid Plunder, what you're going to want to do is you want to go on a separate sides like how he did right there, which showed me that he might have known how to. Just so it's quicker times. Now, most of the times, if you're not duoing, you're not going to be able to complete the last rooms, or, well, the second to last room, you're going to only have to do like half of it, or a little bit more than half, because you're going to have to find that room by yourself. Now, an advantage that you can have is if someone else comes into your room while you're in that room, and like you're the second to last room. The second to last room is the room you're going to want to loot from, about halfway, and then go to the last room and loot the rest. Since, obviously, there's no point going to the last room, looting and all that stuff. Now, something that could be a very big advantage to you is to bring a quick teleport, like an RD cloak, and just teleport in the last room and then use a Pharaoh Scepter if you have time, because you can't teleport with a Pharaoh Scepter if you're in here. Now, what the Scepter of the God allows is more urns. You get more urns with the Scepter of God, and you get an increased chance of Black Ibis. I showed you some Black Ibis earlier. It gives you thieving bonus, but not in Pyramid Plunder. As you see there, there's an urn. You would not see that if you did not have a Pharaoh Scepter. A Scepter of the God. And I kind of messed up right there, but it helped me out in the end. And in the last room, there's 2 more now. For the levels, it shows you down there in the rooms. Obviously, you shouldn't expect the XP that I'm getting at 96. Which is 249k XP an hour, which isn't that bad. I only did this for 20 minutes because Pyramid Plunder is so horrible, to be honest. If you're 90 plus, just go do traders. It's 49k less XP per hour, but it's a lot better than this. It can get really agitating when you're doing one urn and you just fail and fail and fail because you're timed, and it just feels like you'll get it if you do Pyramid Plunder. Most people don't even like doing Pyramid Plunder. To start with, most of my levels weren't even off Pyramid Plunder. Unless I was with a friend. With a friend, it's bearable if you're on Skype and stuff. But as you can see here, even with a sort of partner, even though he wasn't that great, I couldn't even do all of the room. Now, that's pretty bad because I couldn't get the maximum XP I wanted. Now, if you have a challenge for Pyramid Plunder, definitely do it because you get around 70,000 thieving XP, and this challenge that I actually had while doing this only took me, I want to say, 15 minutes. So that was a nice added bonus. Now, what you're mainly going to want to do if you are 91 is right when you get finished with those last urns that I got with, you're going to want to do those. Now, as you see there, there's a little glitch going on right now where if you enter, the room's completely black, and even if you do try to loot from those urns, you'll just be looking at a black screen. You cannot see them. At least for me, I don't know why. I just can't see the urns or anything. I can click on them, I just can't see them. Now, the last room is the best XP, so if you're thinking of doing most of the second to last room, and then some of the last room. Don't do that, because the last room gives the best XP, obviously. Now, if you do get a piece of Black Ibis, it will give you a chat message. Well, not a chat message, but a message will pop up. So it's okay to spam click, because you'll see it. You should definitely see it unless you're AFKing. But you will get a message telling you got a Black Ibis piece, or if you have free space, I'll go in there. Now, the big advantage with RuneScape 3 is the inventory slot things that are next to the ability bar. You can just drop them from there if you don't really want them in your inventory, because most people just drop them so they can get pieces for recharging their scepter. Now, the only way you can get the Scepter of the Gods is through that sarcophagus on the last room. As you see over there, that little golden sarcophagus. Now, it's, I believe, a 1 out of 500 chance is what I've heard. I got mine after doing a challenge for Pyramid Plunder, so, you know, doing your Pyramid Plunder challenges can actually pay off. Now, like I said, 249k XP an hour, varies between levels, varies if you have a partner. With a partner, I would have gotten like maybe near 300,000. If you have any questions, do feel free to message me, but definitely use a bunyip. If you can use a bunyip, use it. Just wear your best defense gear, and you should have no issue at all. So, thanks for watching, and make sure to like and comment as it helps me out.